probably the biggest on the 6.7. I'm telling you guys that is not okay. Service intervals, not just oil change, but I mean, you need to make sure you keep a good air filter in it. It's very important on that with a big turbo. Crankcase filter is very important.
It's one that people forget about. Crankcase filters a lot.
Fuel filters, and then so for you guys that like to, do hood rat shit and put 40,000 pounds on the bumper of your F350 and ride around all the time, you guys probably should do some diff services. Ford would probably be saying the same thing on diffs around 100, 150. Yep. But I'm telling you guys that is not okay if you tow heavy. And a lot of 6.7 guys do tow heavy. Differentials have got to be changed. Oil's got to be changed. And it's even more frequently whenever it's under a heavy load. I know if you've ever seen any of the older interval sheets that they actually change based off of how the usage of the truck is, whether it's pulling or whether it's just being daily
standard
driven.
Use.
Yeah. If you're towing, I would definitely be every at least 5. Fuel filters?
I'd probably do it every 15, 20,000 miles.
Yeah, at least every 15, I would think. I got to see what a lot of these fuel filters look like at 30,000 miles. And it was
not very good.
It was not pretty.
No.
Yeah, they were ugly. Transmission, Ford says 150. I know that one. What do we say? What do we tell customers, Jake?
I'd probably do it every 75 to 100,000 miles.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell everybody 100. I think you're, especially on the new ULV stuff, I think you're good till 100. I kind of loop transfer cases and the diffs in together because they're really the same kind of thing. They're just a gearbox basically. And I typically tell people the same thing, about 100,000 miles, unless you tow heavy. If you tow heavy, especially on them diffs, that rear diff, because if you overheat that fluid and have bearing failures on one of those big diffs in a 350, 450, 550. So other than those items, on a 6.7, we got air filters. I typically just change them based on, because I've seen.
Look at them every oil change.
I've seen farmers that literally need an air filter every 5,000 miles. If they come in for an oil change every 5,000, air filters, burnt. Cabin filter inside.
I'd probably do it every time the air filter needs changed.
If the air filter looks like that,
in that air, the other ones.
yeah, they're both are sucking the same air.
There's a lot of people out there that don't even know there's a cabin filter in their vehicle.
The last and probably the biggest on the 6.7 is the CCV filter, and there's been 14 different designs over the years. Most people have gotten the bad ones, the ones that had the bolts in the tops. Those were extremely bad about plugging.
Yeah, if you have one of those, I'd take it off.
Even with the brand new one, we're putting those skinny 22 up ones on right now. Still don't think you should put one of those on there and go 200,000 miles. Even if you have changed it, went with the updated, I would still probably put that as a maintenance list at least every 75 to 100,000 miles.
Yeah.